Il lavoro di Riccardo Cocciante sulla Terra, io e lei, sono le 10:07, riparte l'ultima ora di Wake Up Italian Style, sempre con la voce di Mauro Carlini, con il nostro John Ventresca alla parte tecnica ed anche con i nostri amici sintonizzati da Ottawa ai quali do il buongiorno su 97.9 FM. Buongiorno capitali. Allora, oggi abbiamo anche per voi una sorpresa. In queste settimane avremo l'opportunità di parlare con vari medici che si occupano in poche parole parleremo insomma della UHN Foundation e dovremmo avere al telefono Stella Kozusco. Good morning.
Good morning, and I work at Toronto General Hospital, part of the Peter Munk Cardiac Centre.
Ok, io so che lei parla italiano, lo capisce e I will try to...
Lo capisce, ma non
parla bene.
Uh-huh.
Ok, so I will try my best in English.
You can speak to me in Italian, I can answer, I will understand.
Ok, allora io parlo in italiano così almeno facciamo mezzo e mezzo, come faceva il nostro, anche perché lo possiamo dire, Stella Kozusco è cresciuta ascoltando con i suoi genitori italiani Chin Radio, quindi l'italiano fa parte del DNA per certi versi. Mm-hmm. Allora parliamo un po' della sua storia, qual è il suo ruolo all'interno proprio dell'organizzazione UHN.
So I'm a nurse practitioner. I work at the Peter Munk Cardiac Centre. And my main focus is working with heart failure and heart disease. I work with Dr. Heather Ross, who is the head of the program, and my specific role is working with a digital app called Medley. Mm-hmm.
Ok. E può spiegarci cosa funziona? Cos'è questa applicazione che si chiama Medley? Cosa fa?
Medley. Mm-hmm. So I'll first start by saying what heart failure is and how it affects the people who have it. And I don't think we know or we pay attention, but we have 750,000 people living with heart failure in Canada. And 100,000 people are diagnosed each year in Canada with heart failure. Mm-hmm. 1 in 3 Canadians are touched by heart failure, either because they have it themselves or because it affects a family member or a close friend. And these numbers are only increasing because our population is aging and we also have better diagnostic tools. So younger people are being diagnosed. And heart failure is one of the top reasons why people are admitted to the hospital. And it's a condition that weakens the heart muscle, and this leads to heart failure, and this results in people feeling weak, feeling tired, feeling more short of breath, and the goal of treatment is 1, early diagnosis, medication, and medical devices like pacemakers and defibrillators, as well as specialized doctors and nurses who are trained in this area of medicine to treat heart failure. And people with heart failure, they need very close monitoring. And at UHN, Peter Munk Cardiac Centre, we have this program called Medley that helps monitor people with heart failure.
Yeah.
So I can tell you what...
What are the most significant outcomes or success stories you have seen with Medley so far?
So Medley, this is what we do with Medley. It's a Health Canada approved digital application, and what it does is it monitors symptoms and provides the person self-care feedback so that they know if they should be worried or if they should be contacting their cardiology team. When you have heart failure or weaker heart muscle, monitoring your blood pressure, your heart rate, your weight, along with symptoms is very, very important. And the Medley program allows patients to measure these things and enter all the information into the application. And the application is set up with parameters that are specific to that person and their needs. And the Medley application will either say to the person that everything is okay or that they need to reach out to us. And if they are all connected to a nurse coordinator and a cardiologist at Toronto General Hospital, and we're able to provide advice and direction. And the success of this is that it keeps people at home rather than having to, come to the emergency room when they're not sure. it helps us to put them on the proper medications. So if we know that what medications they need, we can see the response to those medications on the Medley application. And, during COVID, when we were not able to come to the hospital and everything was shut down, it enabled us to continue to monitor people. And they were still linked to their care team at Toronto General Hospital. So that's kind of like the successes. And we would not have these successes if it would not be for the donations, the generous donations that we receive from our community and our supporters.
Yeah. And what are your hopes or predictions for the future development of Medley and telemedicine in general?
Yeah, it's huge. We want to expand Medley. We want to have it offered to other communities. We want it to be available to every Canadian because we know that it keeps people out of the hospital. It makes people feel better. And that connection to the care team is critical for patients who are diagnosed with anything, but in my case would be with heart failure. So that's our hope.
Exactly. And to develop all of these, of course, donation can make the difference. And that's why I would like you to talk about the UHN Foundation and what the UHN Foundation does.
Mm-hmm. Without donor support, programs like Medley would not exist. Donations can be all sizes. They can be from like $1 to $1 million. Every donation and every dollar counts in helping advance medical research. It's used, it helps people to live longer and to live with their chronic diseases and to live with heart disease and heart failure. Every dollar helps, and more can be done with continued philanthropic support from our donors.
E questo lo dico in italiano, la University Health Network è l'ospedale numero 1 in Canada e il terzo al mondo, è noto per la sua ricerca medica innovativa, l'innovazione e l'eccezionale assistenza ai pazienti, l'ampiezza della ricerca e la complessità dei casi presso UHN lo hanno reso una fonte nazionale ed internazionale di scoperte e cure a livello mondiale. Questo è un motivo d'orgoglio, ma è anche un motivo, il motivo per cui siamo qui, anche per continuare a chiedere supporto alle persone che ci stanno ascoltando sia a Toronto che ad Ottawa per far continuare proprio voi a fare il lavoro che fate. Anzi, mi sento di ringraziare. I feel to say thank you for what you're doing. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I thank you for giving me this opportunity. If anybody wants to donate, they can visit www.uhnITED.ca and have a look and see. I mean, it's Medley, but there are other cardiac programs out there that might be of interest to people.
Assolutamente. Noi ti ringraziamo, Stella. Qual è il tuo cognome italiano prima di essere sposata?
Frate.
Vedi che un po' d'Italia c'è. Ti ringraziamo davvero di cuore. Thank you very much.
Can I give my parents a shout out because they are listening?
Absolutely, you have to.
They are big Chin supporters, and I grew up with Chin and continue to have Chin in my life. Yeah. So shout out to Antonietta and Vincenzo.
Yes, okay.
And they're listening and very proud.
Beh, assolutamente, con una figlia che fa questo lavoro saranno due genitori molto orgogliosi. E noi ti ringraziamo, thank you very much per questi 10 minuti. No, tu sei sempre la benvenuta e ti ringraziamo. Allora,
thank you.
Allora, noi abbiamo parlato con Stella Kozusco che ci ha raccontato di questo nuovo sistema. Allora, la UHN Foundation ha bisogno di voi, che poi tornano a noi queste scoperte, queste innovazioni nella ricerca e soprattutto per aiutare la salute un po' in generale. Parleremo di UHN Foundation nelle prossime settimane con ospiti speciali, ma adesso è il momento di tornare ad occuparci di musica, perché torna Coez Fra Quintale con Alta Marea. Rimanete con noi.
Ho la notte scritta in faccia, la mia testa fa la ruota.